The somehow is what's interesting to me, right? Like we were all in agree. Like I can sit here and agree with you, Professor Robinson, that of course there was a part of me during the campaign that was like, okay, people want a Black agenda. Let's print up some flyers that just lists our entire platform and just write Black agenda at the top of it.
All in agree. Like I can sit here and agree with you, Professor Robinson, that of course there was a part of me during the campaign that was like, okay, people want a Black agenda. Let's print up some flyers that just lists our entire platform and just write Black agenda at the top of it.
So she thinks niggas is stupid. That's what she just said. Because that's what you tried. You
Sam, get him. Get him, sis, get him. Hey, get him. Go get him, Sam. Hey, yo, but
do y'all not remember Bernie saying that that $15 an hour is a Black agenda, that free college is a Black? This is what y'all tried, and we told you to bend over and take it up your ass. How did that work out for you?
Why is it so graphic? Wow, like why you saying painting pictures?
Because it's serious, and I need them to feel and understand the weight and friction of the bullshit that they perpetuate. Because this is some bullshit. I'm gonna let her keep talking, but she basically said, "Why did we just go out here and put Black agenda? Because you niggas is stupid anyways, and you don't know what you really need in your community. So we gonna Negro explain and tell you Negroes what you need. And I'm gonna be the Black face because I'm a Black person, and I'm gonna stand up here for these white supremacists with Adolph Reed, and I'm gonna play for their team. And that has nothing to do with you not being Black."
Yeah, we've had people playing for the other team, Black people playing for the other team since we've been here.
The whole time. Let's not pretend like some people didn't want to, snitch off to the master to let them know what was going on and get a few privileges. So it is what it is. And I'm not calling this bitch no Uncle Tom. Like, you ain't got to be all of that. You are just an enemy of Negroes. Sorry.
It is what it is.
Tis what it is. I didn't say the shit. I didn't say that you should just come up with an agenda and just put Black at the top. Like, so shit, we'll put that same agenda up and just put Latino at the top. See if they give a fuck about shit. They obviously did it because they didn't vote for you neither. And you managed to come up with a whole agenda for their asses.
Know how that's going to be perceived. How that's going to be spun in the media is that Bernie doesn't care enough to come up with a Black agenda. Bernie doesn't understand that there are discrete issues that affect the Black community that don't affect everybody else, and he has no plan for it, right? And there's some truth to that, right? Like do I believe that a universal program will do scads more for Black people than a million particularized programs, many of which are just living in people's brains?
Do I believe that a universal program will do scads more for Black people than a million particularized programs, many of which are just living in people's brains and aren't even real things that they could even articulate?
So the only reason they're living in people's brains, right, is because they're not being done. Aren't the things that you're talking about just living on paper that came from people's brains because they're still not being pushed or implemented?
Yeah, but Dr. Derry's been doing this shit for years. Just talk to him. He got a whole book about this shit. I mean, it's not like.
But they're talking to a political scientist and a lawyer and a fucking high school teacher.
The son of a high school teacher.
And you know what? She said that she admitted. My bad, man. Go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead, because you about to say what I'm going to say. She just admitted the whole game. Like, she understands that there are certain deficits that need specific policies, and that's largely for our community because we've gone through all these fucking atrocities in this fucking country that were enforced on us by the fucking government and the larger society. So, like, it's a project where everybody needs to be involved as far as fixing us, but they don't want to do that. They want to skip past that and just focus on this class thing, but they know that this is not the solution for us. They just don't fucking care. They're not even lying to us like class shit is the best policy for all of us. She's not even trying to do that lie. She's just telling us straight up, fuck that. We're going to go this route anyway.
No, the gag is read the comments though. There's so many people in the comments being like, "Oh my God, more Black people should watch you." And yeah. The comments are fucking nauseating.
Keep listening to those people. Keep listening to those people. You're gonna continue.
And you're gonna keep fucking losing.
Exactly.
Yep.
It reminds me of that shit. Did you guys ever see The Network? When he was like, if you guys are so great, then why do you guys lose so goddamn always? Like, that's how I feel. Like that shit, that fucking breakdown that he has at the beginning of that show is how I feel about America and politics all the time. Like, I can hear that shit playing in my head right now. I might watch that shit when we get off this. I'm just gonna go watch that clip.
Man, you so fucking mean. And I never say you mean to me tonight. God damn, like why you gotta be so wild? Like they just trying to be white people that don't.
Because I hate Brianna, and I don't even know her. Like, how do you hate somebody that you don't know? Like, I just hate her. I really do, because like she's so disingenuous, and she's just really too smart to play these games. And it's when you listen to her, you see how dumb she thinks Black people are, because she's telling us what it is right here and there. Like, she's telling us what it is. Like, so if you can respect her after this, you just dumb.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
it's like if I be like, "Hey, John, I'm gonna stick my hand in your pocket and steal your money." Okay?
Hell no,
we not. Good, right?
Yeah, I'm getting my shorty. I'm like, yo, now real shit, real time respect you as a Black woman. Hey, babe, come get her. She trying to rob me. I'm gonna get my. I'm not gonna deal with.
I'm gonna fuck up this girl's curl.
I'm not even gonna sneak my hand in your pocket and steal your money out your wallet. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put my hand in your pocket to take out your wallet and steal your money.
Yeah, she's like,
where they do that at?
Relax. I'm gonna steal your money. Okay, you're never gonna get it back. I'm stealing your money because I can. And white people can, but I'm Black, so I can like more, but like don't like white people going to take, like I'm gonna give you $1 back and I'm gonna take the 300, they gonna take the 301. You don't want that. Like what?
Yep.
Like,
am I having an irony moment? Is Brianna the Black face of white feelings?
Yeah, she did. Oh God.
Because Irony said it about Obama, but I'm starting to feel like that helps for Bri Bri too, because all her arguments are the same arguments that I was fighting with these fucking C words on this fucking Twitter. We need a name for Bri Bri. I'm gonna find a name for her, but we need a name.
Breezy.
And it can't be nothing Uncle Thomas, but it got to be something real on some like snitch and get you killed nigga shit. Like she need a name. She can't be the dude from Judas the Black Messiah, but we're gonna come up with a name for her. Because right now she really out here trying to be a Judas goat.
Yes,
but I mean, but the good thing is that nobody of consequence is listening to her. That's a good thing.
I guess so, not Black people, because she a Judas goat. Don't listen to her. She will lead you straight to the slaughter.
Yeah,
white people love her, man. They love Adolph Reed, son. You already know this place.
I don't have any way to prove this, but I'm pretty sure the left is seeing a Black exodus, at least for Black people of chattel slavery descent. I can pretty much guarantee they're seeing an exodus.
Yeah, I want some Brexit shit. I ain't going to the Republicans, but I'm definitely on some Brexit shit. Like, fuck the Democratic Party. Fuck the leftists too. You leftists, progressives, whatever the fuck you guys call yourselves today, y'all ain't doing shit for my people. So low key, fuck you too.
Yeah, that's I hear.
We're not going to take it.
I hear whispers of Black people creating a Black caucus where, okay, we're all Black folks that are tired of shit from both parties. Come take our vote. Come earn our vote, or you just won't get a vote, or we just won't vote for you. Won't vote for any of you. And
that's
force them to fight for our vote.
Yeah, that's what we got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not.
However, we get in that position.
That's hard. They ain't got no money.
I think that's where we're going. Yeah, I don't think we have any other choice, because we're facing the end. You know, for a lot of these folks, they're facing the beginning. A lot of these folks just getting over here. This is the beginning for them. This is the beginning of their American tale. All right. For us, we're facing the end. And we ain't going quietly into the dark. Period. Period.
The MG, but the whole thing, like we talk about the black power, them like our economic condition is so where like we have to tap into one of these, we had to tap into one of these white or non-black apparatuses to even get money to even get in the field, play with them. You know what I mean? Like even get in the field, and then when you already know you tap into that money, it's over now. So now you got to really.
But I'm just talking about voters. I'm not talking about politicians. I'm just talking about voters as a voting bloc to say, come get this. If we can shave off maybe 5 to 10% of the black vote to say, okay, we as black people, we as reparationists, we're tired of this shit from both parties. Come get our vote. If you don't want to come get it, you don't get it. We'll just sit this one out. You know, but of course, people vote local. Do what you got to do. But as far as top of the ticket, and maybe the top three segments of the ticket, you know, all the federal shit, sit it out. You know, not just president, not just POTUS, but also for the House and the Senate.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with it. Like I said, like we should be some local and state voting people. That's it. Mm-hmm. Fuck that federal shit. And I don't give a fuck. And yes, am I discouraging people to vote for federal elections? Yes, I am. Yeah, because fuck you. You guys keep taking my vote for granted, so go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for my state and local shit, so when they fuck up, I can roll up on their ass. Mm-hmm. Which you should not do, and I'm not telling you to do that, because if they put you on the no-fly list, that's on you. That's between you and your God.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the bottom line is people could say,
because when I say roll up, I mean sit in the office peacefully and wait for an appointment. Mm-hmm. In a dress with my hair done. Okay, that's what the fuck I mean by roll up.
It's gotta be somewhere. Yeah, we tried everything else. Yeah.
I mean, roll up like a civilized goddamn citizen and sit down with some goddamn sense.
Yeah.
And wait for my turn to let you know how I feel. Yeah. But that's what I mean by roll up. If you mean 5%. Some crazy shit, you on some other shit that I ain't fucking with and I ain't promoting. So.
Niggas alone. Niggas don't know what they talking about.
So let's talk about terminology, right? So now y'all know what Sam mean when she say roll up. Mm-hmm. I ain't from the hood. I'm from the suburbs.
That's what I'm rolling up. Yeah.
All right, we want to play the last of this bullshit. We only got like a
brains and aren't even real things that they could even articulate. Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. But my goal, my job, my preoccupation, perhaps because I am was in the comms department, was to deal with the reality before us, which is to say, what can I say or do to insulate Bernie Sanders against that criticism while that still allows him to pursue that universalist project?
Was in the comms department, was to deal with the reality before us, which is to say, what can I say or do to insulate Bernie Sanders against that criticism while that still allows him to pursue that universalist project?
I don't disagree that the focus on maternal mortality, is maternal mortality an issue? Absolutely. Is the disproportionate focus on it in the course of the campaign cynical? Yes. Yeah, I think that both of those things can be true. But knowing that's the case, what is the harm in making sure that Bernie has a couple of op-eds out?
In essence, talking about how important the black maternal mortality disparity is. And sometimes I feel like the left resists doing that easy thing that would at least give us something to point to when the accusations come flying our way that says, okay, well, Bernie actually did do that. Okay, but Bernie does have a plan for that. So be quiet and let me talk about Medicare for all, which is at the root of helping my community through a bigger crisis.
Let's throw this bullshit over here that we don't really have a plan for in some black shit so you Negroes can see it and think that we fuck with you. She's saying the quiet part out loud.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, she just really told us their whole game. She really was on some shit like how can we focus on class? How can we get these niggas off our back and not really give them nothing? Just like the Democrats, the liberals that we claim to be, not like that don't get
benign neglect.
Real shit. Like, how can we do benign neglect? You know what I mean? How can we do it?
How
Like,
can we get away with benign neglect? Yeah, absolutely.
I want to do benign neglect, but Adolph Reed, can you tell? Yeah, this is how you do it. You just act like you just say everybody get a union and that solve your problem. Get a union. Get down with
Everybody
the
get a union in a ponytail.
A spike ponytail too. He need to come home with that bullshit. He need to stop with this bullshit, man. Nigga, be you, nigga. Get the ball, nigga. Come on, man. Stop doing this shit, Adolph Reed. You looking crazy, man. Don't do this, bro. Word
All
up.
right, let's go down the line and everybody get their last thoughts in so I can take my black ass to bed. All right, Sam, ladies first. What you got?
I hate Brianna Greyjoy. So y'all can call me biased.
That's valid.
I'm very proud of myself. I tried not to call her out of her name. I try to stick to the point that I just hate that she has terrible black politics. She has white politics or upper middle class black politics. It's obvious she doesn't have black poor people around her really talking to her about what they're really going through and struggling with in their day-to-day lives. And if she did, she would move differently than how she moves, and she would advocate differently than how she advocates. So that's fine. Do you fight the way you fight, but I don't fuck with you, never will. And any black people I've never had a black person talk to me about you. And if they do, I'm like, I don't know why you listen to that. Like, you not the one. Like, you just not the one. It's that, like, you not the one. Neo, you definitely are not. So that's it. I don't know what else to say. Like, to address what she basically said we should have just lied to Negroes so they would have voted for us. I don't respect shit like that. Like, that's basically what she said, right? Did I miss it? Like, that's pretty much what I got. And Adolph Reed basically called black people that are like the bottom caste in this country, called us like future Nazis for like wanting to not be poor in America, in a first world country that our ancestors built, that everybody else gets to come here and build a life on. But okay.
No, we don't need to fuck with you either.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Fuck you and your couch.
Mud, what you got, man?
I mean, she admitted in this whole thing that their policy won't address our deficits and that they would probably need something more specific to really address our problems. And then she went on to say that Bernie should have had a solution for that, but apparently the solution wasn't to actually have a policy that addresses our problems. The solution was to put an ad in Essence magazine, some symbolic bullshit that they would be the first ones to criticize.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically her solution to black problems in America.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I hate these fucking people. I don't know. Like, I've taken hundreds of hours out of my time to dedicate to talking shit about these motherfucking people because
I want to take it.
I see the bullshit. I see it. And no one is really talking about it when they should be talking about it.
Yep, absolutely. And eventually, man, that's your work, and this work is going to break through, Mud. Eventually, it's going to break through, and people are like, damn, why the fuck do we listen to these people? All right, hopefully it's not too late. Shit. All right, this has been Reset Race, where we roasted Bri Bri Joy and the Crypt Keeper and some other nondescript people that I forgot their names already. So, I mean, the bottom line is, as everybody said in their final thoughts, the left, as we saw it and as we knew it, the left was just trying to find a way to keep us at bay long enough so they can get in what they wanted to get in. And
listening to Reset Race, you're now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race, you're now tuned in to Reset Race. What? Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them, put them back on the grill again. We grilling them, put them back on the grill again. Back on the grill again, we grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake. Lineage go back to U.S. Southern plantations. Lineage, Jim Crow and mass incarceration. Redline and lynchings. We are old from this nation. You're not about justice if you ain't for reparations. MG the wise one. Cousin mother intellectual. Samantha bringing fire. Anti-black, we pressing you. No permanent friends and no permanent enemies. The backbone of the country. To win, you need our energy. You gon' see. Listening to Reset Race. You now tuned in to Reset Race. You're listening to Reset Race. You're now tuned in to Reset Race. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Put them back on the grill again. We grilling them. Back on the grill again. We grilling them. You're listening to Reset Race. ADOS need reparations to make America great. You're tuned in to Reset Race. We no longer starving while others eat off our plate. No. You're listening to Reset Race. We focused on our justice claim. We know what is at stake. You're tuned in to Reset Race. You'll find out who really about justice and really who fake.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crumble.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with, and this is the reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.